guys, give me a streamer. Video today's year's what Noah on Total Drama Island. So let's begin. Like with Eva and Ezekiel, Noah is one of my favorite characters in Total Drama. But how can we make Noah a winner? Well, we can't use Noah from Total Drama Island because unlike someone like Cody, who I believe could actually have won an Island appearance alone, even though he's more experienced in World Tour. The thing is with Noah is he doesn't become more expressive till later on in the series. So the Noah we'll be using is Noah from World Tour Mordecai's Place, is that Noah seems a lot more expressive and more understanding of other people and more considerate. So Noah will. So if there's one episode, damn, I change this episode, I'm just gonna say Noah competes. Because if Noah just simply competed, he would have survived on elimination. However, Noah will actually pull a muscle in the situation. Noah will actually pull a muscle and he will get injured, so he's no longer able to play the rest of the game. And considering how Noah said that him playing his sports isn't his forte, and Duncan and Harold already win it for their team, I think it's safe to say for me the Bass would still win. So everyone will be annoyed at Noah, but they won't be nearly as annoyed because he at least tried in the challenge. Justin and Noah are working together, and Heather tries to get her three-person alliance. Everyone is annoyed at Lindsay because she left halfway through the challenge with Tyler. She's able to get Izzy and Owen, but beyond that, the other six are definitely voting for Lindsay. So Lindsay's out. And even if Owen didn't vote, that would make it worse for Lindsay. So Lindsay's eliminated. Episode of everything I just said. In Dodgeball, Noah will pull muscle and Lindsay left halfway through the challenge, and because Noah's not getting voted off, Lindsay goes here. Episode 5 is the talent show. So Justin, Trent, and Heather would still compete. DJ, Bridget, and Courtney. Noah will start his friendship with Owen, and he's able to get Cody. Noah, Gwen, and Trent are flirting with each other, and Noah asks Gwen why don't you just talk to Trent and see how he feels, but Heather still reveals the diary. Noah makes a deal with Gwen stating that he'll help her get rid of Heather and patch things up with Trent. So Heather gets Beth to vote for Justin and Cody to vote for Justin. Cody votes for Trent, but everybody else votes for Heather. And without Lindsay here, Heather, as Noah would vote for Heather, and if it wasn't for many other factors, getting rid of Justin, Heather would go here, as Noah would vote for Heather, so Heather's sent home. Episode 6 is the sucky outdoors, and Noah is very good at this. Owen still tell his best story. Izzy was dressed up as the bear, Katie and Sadie get lost, and like normal, Katie is sent home. Episode 7 is where things get interesting, and this is phobia factor. Noah and Justin would reveal their fears, and Noah would be getting Owen and Izzy in an alliance to explain that they need to get rid of Justin. Justin's going to start making some moves using his looks to get Beth into an alliance. So now we get onto the fears. So Trent gets a point for his mines, Gwen gets a point for being alive, Cody fails the time bomb, Shauna fails spiders, Beth gets a point for the bugs, Owen gets a point and Izzy for flying. It's 4 for them. And we'll come back to Justin and Noah in a second. DJ gets a point touching the snake, Bridget fails, being indoors 6 hours, Duncan gets a point for the cardboard, Harold fails, the ninjas, Jeff fails rank out, Tyler does his fear, the chicken and wife actually fails, but Tyler will get his video. He fails, Sadie gets a point for bad haircuts, and everyone need Courtney to do it, but she's not going to do it, so she fails, it's 3. And even if Noah and Justin fail, they've already won the challenge, so Justin's fear will be looking ugly, so he's failing. And Noah is going to be, I have to think about this for a second, but I actually think dolls. I think dolls would actually suit Noah. I think I've read somewhere online or seen a video where people thought Noah would be afraid of dolls, and I could see that for Noah. And I think Noah's going to fail that at this point. But because they have 5 points to the Bass's 3 points, the Bass lose, and Tyler is entirely booted off like he is, despite the fact he does this here. So unfortunately, my boy Tyler gets voted off once again, but Tyler will get his winning video, and this is about Noah. Episode 8 is Up the Creek, so this is the pairs. Bridget will go with Courtney, Jeff will go with DJ, and Duncan, Carol, and Sadie on the bottom losers. So Justin will go with Beth, Shauna goes with Izzy, Gwen will go with Trent, and Noah, Cody, and Owen are in a boat together. Justin will try to get Beth in an alliance, and Noah explains that they need to get Justin out as fast as possible. Harold will still accidentally burn the oars, and Izzy would give him the idea to push 13. And the Bass win, and Izzy still gets chased down by the CRMP, meaning that Izzy still gets voted off. CRM. Episode 9 is Paintball Deer Hunter. So Cody wouldn't get mauled by a bear this time because Heather's not here. Heather's not here, stays in Hunters. Jeff, Hunter, DJ, Duncan, Harold, Sadie, Bridget, and Harold. So Deer, Hunters, Owen, Beth, Shauna, and Noah, which leaves Justin, Gwen, Trent, and Cody to be the deer. DJ by himself would win this challenge. Justin wouldn't want to get his physique or body hurt. And I think the Bass win the challenge. Justin has the lamest death, but he has Beth on his side at this point, so Noah tries to get Owen in an alliance. And these three are working together. But because Cody never has that spec for Gwen, Trent, this time around the realization, he votes for Trent, these three vote for Justin. Owen like Justin. So these two vote for LaShawna. Owen votes for LaShawna, and Trent and Beth. Okay, so Paintball Deer Hunter. So Noah goes over to LaShawna when Trent says we need to get rid of Justin, as obviously he had the most pathetic death out of any of the most pathetic in the challenge. But Justin goes to Noah and explains that Gwen and Trent are a couple and that'd be quite threatening. So because Noah's pretty smart and says that, you know what, since I can't get rid of Justin, he says fine Owen, let's get rid of Beth. But because Beth has a Tiki statue, I think this is why Justin plays the Tiki statue play. So these three vote for Justin. Cody votes for Trent. Noah votes for Trent. Justin and Owen and Beth vote for Trent. So Justin gets sent home. This annoys Owen as he's annoyed with Noah because Justin got voted off. Episode 10 is where we have You Can't Take the Heat, and Noah decides that he'll become head chef. So Noah decides to make everyone cook whatever they want, and Jeff will become head chef at Bridget. DJ and Duncan, Courtney, and Sadie, and Harold. Courtney and Duncan, this leaves DJ, Sadie, and Harold. Gwen and Trent, Shauna, and Beth, and leaves Owen and Cody. Owen would not eat the ribs this time because Noah would make sure that he wouldn't do so. And considering the fact that in this Owen doesn't eat the ribs, the Bass more than likely would win the challenge. As Owen eats the ribs, and Beth has I think Beth would still have enough false determination to believe that she would still reveal the Tiki statue, so Beth still would get voted off. Episode 11 is where we have Who Can You Trust? Climbing would be DJ and Duncan, Gwen and Cody. Now I think DJ and Duncan get that point because I don't think Cody would have to be climbing, so between Cody and DJ, I think DJ would get the point over Cody. So that's one to the Bass. Then the Blowfish, it'll be Trent and Noah, Jeff and Bridget. I think Trent and Noah actually at the point here because I think Noah could be pretty smart on how to actually cook the Blowfish. Unlike Lindsay, who was exactly the best in this challenge. These would be Harold and Bridget, Trent and Owen and Cody. I think Harold would get that point. So that's 2 for the Bass, 1 for the Gophers. Jeff would still lose DJ's money. That was eaten by a snake, then eaten by a shark. And blindly told Courtney and Sadie. Sean and Owen, they still get that point, so that's 2-2. And Courtney's annoyed at Shauna, so DJ and Duncan, DJ and Jeff, and Shauna and Gwen. They get the point. The Gophers win, and Sadie gets voted off like normal. Episode 12 is holding the is basic strings. So holding the canoe over your head, Cody will try to shove off front to Gwen. So nobody tags out. At this point, Noah probably tags out first. Then Cody and I think Bridget. Also, of course, Harold's supposed to quit. Trent is out. 300 word essay, Trent and DJ. Hang upside down is Shauna Owen. Courtney, Duncan, Gwen. And Gwen wins it for her team. And here the Gophers win and Harold still rigged the votes against Courtney. Episode 13 is where we have diving Trent and DJ. Trent still sent to the infirmary. Reese riding Shauna and Jeff. Shauna. Skiing it would be Cody. And the driver would be Duncan. And then Harold and Noah. So because there's no Heather, Heather's top doesn't come off, so Harold wouldn't wipe out. So I think the Bass actually win this challenge. So Noah and Owen are together. Gwen and Trent are a couple. Noah gets Cody to vote Trent. And Shauna's friends with Gwen, so she's the vote for Trent. So these three vote for Cody, and these three vote for Trent. Noah convinces LaShauna that we need to get rid of Trent because Gwen and Trent are a couple, and if they get any further, they can be quite threatening in the merge. As the Bass already have a couple, and that would be 4 people against the 2. Having a couple in the merge would not be a good idea. LaShauna is hesitant to do this, but she decides to go along with it, as even though she's friends with Trent, she is a lot closer to Gwen. So these two did vote for Owen, which means that Trent's out. Episode 14 is Guys vs. Girls. Is in the eating challenge. But able to win it for his team, and LaShauna realizes that the girls are being outnumbered by the guys, so she decides to make an all-girls alliance. After that's an elimination. So we have merge. Merge cast. So now I can bring back Eva. And Izzy. You could say Heather, but I think these are the perfect 2 characters to bring back. So, no pain, no game is where we have the pain challenge. So Noah's not winning, and Owen. Cody won't win. So Eva, LaShauna would still win the challenge, and Eva gets voted off. Noah might try to convince Izzy and Owen to keep Eva around, and maybe Cody, but everybody else is voting Eva. Episode 16 is trying to be sneaky. Because Trent isn't here, the only people that was here was Noah and Cody, and and Harold. So I decided to spin a wheel to decide who would get Heather's immunity. So this is the bridge for immunity. And Harold. So Harold gains immunity, and obviously the Girls' Alliance are intact. So Bridget doesn't want to get rid of Jeff. So Noah goes to LaShauna and says that we need to get rid of a couple because Izzy and Owen are a couple. So he says, let's get rid of Izzy, but Izzy's in the Girls' Alliance. LaShauna adds Izzy to the Girls' Alliance and decides let's get rid of Owen, as he's very close to Noah and that could be quite threatening. So these 4 vote for Owen. Noah gets Cody and Owen to vote for Bridget. Duncan would vote for Bridget. That's 4. Jeff wouldn't vote for Bridget. So these 5 vote for Owen. And Harold will vote for Owen. So Owen gets voted off. As LaShauna convinces Harold and Jeff, which completely shocks Noah as he can't believe Owen got voted off. Episode 17, be sneaky. Noah is pretty sad that Owen is gone, But Cody cheers them up, saying we have to win this challenge. LaShawn is happy that the Girls Alliance is still here, but realizes that Jeff and Bridget are a couple and they need to get rid of Jeff. But she's not going to tell that to Bridget. Duncan realizes that obviously the girls are pretty powerful alliance at this point, the Girls Alliance. So Duncan doesn't make the Guys Alliance here, there's more guys than girls. Noah's in an alliance with Cody and he gets Harold into it, as well as he thinks these are the underdogs and they need to get to the top. And Noah's suspicious of Harold because Harold did do something very suspicious. So in the hide and seek, he challenged LaShawn would sell the best hiding spot. DJ's on Noah would see DJ and call him out on the roof winning immunity. So DJ will vote for Harold. The Girls Alliance votes for Harold. And the Girls Alliance vote for Duncan. Noah and Cody and Harold vote for Izzy. Because the girls have majority, Duncan gets sent home. Actually, so LaShawna gets Gwen and Izzy to vote for Jeff. LaShawna goes to Noah and says that Jeff, for this one time, can we put our differences aside? Jeff and Bridget are a couple, and I want to keep Bridget around, so we need to get rid of Jeff, as he's a very popular guy and a pretty threatening player in the game. Noah agrees, and Noah decides to get Cody to vote for Jeff, and Harold agrees, so that's Jeff gets sent home. Episode 18. Next episodes are very difficult to decide who wins, because I have to count people that wasn't here originally, because these two challenges are just flawed by nature. So Duncan realizes that obviously the girls are getting the numbers, and he works with DJ to try and survive this elimination. So LaShawn and Izzy are still off the entire episode by themselves. Gwen wipes out and DJ. And Bridget forgets the bolts like Jeff does originally. So Duncan wipes out, we know that. We just need to figure out who crosses between Noah, Cody, and Harold. So Noah crosses first. Between Cody and Harold, I think Cody would cross first before Harold. It's close, but I think Cody would actually cross before Harold, so Harold would get sent home. Episode 19 is Hookline Screamer, and this will not change, as DJ will still get sent home for having the worst death. However, it would just be that he would actually face the real psycho killer rather than actually being scared by Heather. Duncan realizes that he decides to make an alliance with Noah and Cody to get rid of the girls, as they've overpowered the game at this point. Episode 20 is where we have this is capture a specific animal, bring it back. So I think Noah would win immunity as he would be able to capture his animal. And Noah and Duncan decide to speak to each other. The girls decide they need to team up and get rid of one of the guys. They think they'll get rid of Duncan. But LaShawna realizes Izzy's a pretty big threat as well. So Duncan and Noah and Cody decide to vote for Izzy. LaShawna decides to get rid of one of the guys. She gets the Girls Alliance to vote for Duncan, and Duncan gets sent home. Episode 21 is where we have the triathlons of Gwen and Noah, Gwen and Cody, Bridget, LaShawn and Noah, Bridget and Izzy's first part of the challenge, full sweet your partner. I think LaShawn and Noah wins that point. The second part of the challenge would be where we have the Returns Teeth Dash Back to Bonnie Island, Izzy and Bridget. The final part's remember the elimination order, so LaShawn and Noah would actually get the point. So this they think comes down to a popularity contest at this point. So everyone votes for Bridget as they're afraid it's a popularity contest. Episode 22 is where we have Camp Castaways, and LaShawna still gets voted off because of the chain with Katie and Sadie, and it's very hard to say who else will get voted off here, so I'm just sticking it to be LaShawna. Episode 23 is Mr. Coconut. Nobody makes Mr. Coconut, but then that's an elimination. Episode 24 is already there Yeti, so Gwen and Izzy, Noah and Cody. Normally I say Izzy, but the guys originally have the map. And Noah's really small, and I think him and Cody could do a lot better than Izzy and Gwen here. So I think it's very, very close, but I think Noah and Cody just about beat the girls, as they never lose the map here, as no one's sabotaging each other. And Chef is obviously choosing to get rid of Izzy out of the two, as he has a rivalry with Izzy and has that respect for Gwen. Episode 25 is where we have I Triple Dog Dare You. This is very difficult because we never seen this level of pain for Noah. So Cody and Gwen, they're working on their own, but they're obviously not going to work against each other. Noah decides that he'll take Dare after Dare, and I think in the end, Gwen's definitely make it to the end. So I think third place, I think Cody. I think Cody actually. So Gwen normally is almost giving up because he's facing Heather, but I think Cody would actually give up before Gwen and Noah here. Episode 26 is the race. Helpers, Cody's of Gwen, Izzy's Noah, Lashawna's Gwen, Gwen's Bridget, Duncan Gwen, DJ Gwen, Harold Gwen, Jeff Gwen, Owen Gwen, Eva Noah, Trent Gwen, Courtney Gwen, Sadie Gwen, Beth Gwen, Justin. He votes for Noah. He's with Noah because he thinks the person that actually got him eliminated deserves to win. Tyler's with Noah. Katie's with Gwen. Heather's with Noah. Lindsay's with Gwen. And Ezekiel's with Noah. So there is the end. They each get winning endings. Noah decides to put a rock. He sees a rock. He tells Gwen that Trent's hurt. She turns around, trips on the rock, and Noah wins it in Total Drama Island. So that's how Noah could win Total Drama Island. Thank you guys for watching this elimination. I think the season would have gone if Noah won in Total Drama Island. And the next character is one of my favorites as well, Justin. And yeah, peace for all.